Welcome or welcome back. Tonight we are doing another ride and dine at Universal for Mardi Gras.
We're going to be throwing out them. That's right, them.
They're just bees. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Or my butt. Got him. But no, we're excited about this. This is our second time doing this. I'm excited.
Me too. We got our
Aprons.
We got our aprons. Mark's with us. Sans Jen. See, she's sick. Sorry, Jen. We're not going to have any fun without you.
Alrighty, Mardi Gras. How's everybody doing today? I don't even have to ask a second time. That's great. Well, hello, everybody. Happy Mardi Gras, and welcome to your float riding experience. Y'all, it's going to be a great day out there. Thankfully, the rain stopped. Y'all know how Florida is when the rain. Thankfully, that's all done with it today. So, we're going to go ahead and start sending everybody out before the rain starts up again so we get this parade rolling. So, you guys ready to throw some beads?
Okay, so let's talk some details about the Universal Orlando Mardi Gras Float Ride and Dine experience. As we said, this is our second year doing this. We had so much fun the first year. This is something that we would love to be able to do each and every year if we are able to. And I will leave a link in the description box below for our experience last year. There are only two ways that you can reserve a spot on a Universal Orlando Mardi Gras float. The first way is no additional cost to you. Of course, you do have to have a park ticket, but you can try to reserve a spot through the Universal Orlando app using the virtual line feature. This is not a guarantee that you will be able to ride on a float. The only way to guarantee a spot is to purchase the Universal Orlando Mardi Gras Float Ride and Dine experience.
Come on now. Come on now. Just throw them all. Just throw them all.
Currently, the price for the Mardi Gras Float Ride and Dine experience is $89.99 per person plus tax and gratuity. It did not go up from last year. It was the same price as last year. And if you are a pass holder, you do get a discount on this price. This guarantees you a spot on a Mardi Gras float in the nightly parade. It also includes a 3-course meal at one of the participating restaurants, and I will list those in just a few minutes. You will get an appetizer, an entree, a dessert, and a non-alcoholic beverage. If you do want an alcoholic beverage, you are more than welcome to order one. Just know that you will pay out of pocket over and above the cost that you have already paid for this experience for that alcoholic beverage. Currently, the restaurants that are participating in the Mardi Gras Float Ride and Dine experience is Finnegan's Bar and Grill, Lombard Seafood Grill, Confisco Grill, Pat O'Brien's, Bob Marley, A Tribute to Freedom, Cowfish Sushi Burger Bar, NBC Sports Grill and Brew, and Antojitos Authentic Mexican Food. We did choose Antojitos this time, and we will talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. So you have decided to go ahead and book the Ride and Dine experience. Let's talk some of the details and a few tips and tricks. Once you book your experience, you're going to receive a digital confirmation with details about your reservation. Make sure you do hold on to this. The check-in process is very easy. Before the parade, you're going to head to a designated check-in area on the day of your experience. It's usually going to be the Animal Actors on Location area, and you're going to get a wristband. Make sure you do bring a valid photo ID because you do have to match the name that's on your reservation when checking in. You do not get to pick which float you ride on. I mean, honestly, they are all amazing. I would be happy to ride on any of them, but you are randomly chosen for all of the different floats. You do not get to pick and choose which one you ride on. When throwing beads, you're going to be throwing them underhand. You can't just like chuck them at people. And all the beads that you have is all you're going to get. So I would use them sparingly because the ride is a lot longer than you think it's going to be. And you don't want to run out of beads and throw your shoulders up and just tell the people that are wanting you to throw them beads that I'm sorry, I don't have any beads left, because I just went through them like hotcakes. Dave and I did try to focus on throwing the beads to the little kids and to the teenagers because they get so excited when they are able to catch the beads that you're throwing at them. Also, something to note, when you check in, you do have to sign a waiver, and this waiver is basically agreeing to wear the smocks because they are required. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You all have to wear the smocks. You're also saying that you take complete, total, full responsibility and will abide by all of the rules set by Universal for riding the float. And make sure that you do abide by all the rules. Don't be a douche and not follow the rules.
Filming me, filming you.
The Float Ride and Dine experience is a ton of fun and I highly recommend it. I do think it is a great value for the money that you pay to be able to do this experience and everything that it includes. Okay, so now let's talk about the reservation for the restaurant that you pick for your experience, because you do have to make that reservation through the app separately, and you are going to have to be strategic about the times that you pick. Pretty much nightly, the parade is going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. Of course, this is subject to weather, so on and so forth, but pretty much bank on 6 o'clock nightly for the parade start. Now in the app, it tells you that you do have to be there at least 45 minutes at your designated area, which like I said earlier is normally Animal Actors, before the parade starts. I would give myself more time than that. I would be there no later than 5 or 5:10 at the latest, because you do have to give yourself time to check in, sign your waiver, get your wristband, put on your smock, and get on the float. If you are late, they will not let you get on the float at all, and then you'll be really, really sad because you would have just wasted $89 of your money and not be able to ride the float. You could still have your dinner, but you're not going to be able to ride the float, and you'd be really sad. So make sure when you are making your reservation for your restaurant of choice, if you're making the reservation before the float ride time, that you're giving yourself ample time to be able to have your meal and get to Animal Actors with ample time to get on the float. I would say be there by 5 o'clock, 5:10 at the absolute latest. What we did this year was make our dinner reservation for after the float ride was already over. That way it would give us ample time. We wouldn't have to worry about rushing around. And also because Dave had to work that day, so we didn't even get into the park until about 4:45. Another thing to keep in mind is the confetti. The confetti is a very fun part of the Mardi Gras floats and the parade itself, but due to the rain that we had that day, on nights that it rains, they are not going to be doing the confetti. We did not have confetti this night because when it rains and the ground is wet, the confetti sticks to the ground and it's harder for the Universal Park team to clean it up. So on nights that it has been raining and the ground is wet, you're not going to have any confetti. Womp, womp, womp. But it's still fun as all get out.
I got glitter all on me.
Yeah. I do too.
We're about to take a turn and head back to okay, bye. We're gonna go home looking like we came from a Kesha concert. Yeah.
We have thrown the beads. Now we're going to eat at Anyahitos.
It's a fun trip.
It's going to be a first for me, Dave. You've eaten there before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hungry. I think we're all hungry.
Hungry. Yeah.
Mark's hungry.
Hungry.
You can see all the glitter on Dave's arm from the Mardi Gras float. We all had it all over us. We thought it was so funny. But after making our way over to Antojitos and checking in, we decided to have a beer while we waited for our table. And the way that this works is once you get seated, you're just going to tell your waiter or your waitress that you're there for the Ride and Dine experience. They may ask to see the confirmation on your phone. Just show them that, and you're going to be able to pick one appetizer each, one entree each, one dessert each, and all non-alcoholic beverages are included. Now let me tell you, like I said, this was our first experience, mine and Dave's. Mark had been here before, but it was our first experience at Antojitos, and it will not be our last. All of the food was absolutely delicious. We will definitely be back. They do have live entertainment on the weekdays, and I believe on the weekends they do have Latin dancing, but we all had a fantastic time. The food was absolutely delicious. I loved the atmosphere. The restaurant is beautiful, and overall, like I said earlier, I think that this price, the $89.99 per person, is absolutely worth it. You get to ride on a Mardi Gras float, throw beads at Mardi Gras guests, and have a full meal included. And let's be honest, it is a theme park, so the food at theme parks is going to be overpriced, but the quality here was absolutely delicious. We loved absolutely everything.
Woo! We had a wonderful night, throwing some beads, taking a break from all the packing. So it was nice to take a little break from all of the moving and packing and stress from that. And we had a wonderful dinner. Antojitos was, how do you say, Antojitos?
Yeah.
Antojitos.
Very good.
Was delicious. We will definitely be back
Probably
there
one of the
again.
better restaurants on City Walk, for sure, in my opinion. Very good.
We're pooped, of course, like we always are.
We're getting old.
No, we've just been working our tails off trying to get the house packed up for the last 2 weeks.
That too.
But we hope you enjoyed coming along with us. We had a very fun night. We were sorry that Jen couldn't come, but we got to have some good company with Mark and had a lot of fun. Good fun, good food.
Good company.
And all those YouTube things.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for new notifications.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Mardi Gras.